Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Gorlock Sports Network. My name's Matt Rumping. I'm joined by
Kellen Furmanek.
And we've got Game 2 of the doubleheader today between the Eureka Red Devils and your Webster University Gorlocks. Game 1 went in favor of the Gorlocks in 7, 13-3 Mercy Rule victory. And 3 games in a row where they've ended the game early by a Mercy Rule. Looking to make it 4 here with Colt Armbruster, the man on the mound for the Gorlocks.
Yeah, the Gorlocks scored all 13 of those runs in the first 2 innings.
A little bit of a wacky box score there. 8 in the first, 5 in the second, and then no more runs for the remaining 5 innings. 1-2 pitch from Armbruster. Curveball breaks in there for a strike 3. A beautiful pitch from the freshman, and there's 1 down.
Yeah, the Gorlocks brought in all of their substitutions in the 3rd inning. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, no, every single position got replaced at one time coming into the 3rd inning. And most of the majority of the starters are back out, with a couple of exceptions, as that one's popped up high into the infield, ranging over, and making the catch is Trissel.
The catcher, number 32, Griffin Klein.
Griffin Klein will get his first at-bat of the day. Did not play in Game 1. Will be the catcher here for Game 2. Standoff between Klein and Armbruster's first pitch. Another skied ball, this time into shallow left. Hartz ranges in and makes the play. So a quick 1-2-3 inning of work for Colt Armbruster, and we're heading to the bottom of the first, still tied up at 0. Here to kick things off in the bottom of the first, James Theodore will be the first batter for the Gorlocks. As Kellen said in Game 1, his conference batting average now up to .510. An absolutely ridiculous stat from the junior center fielder. Takes first pitch for ball 1. And that one's smoked out towards center field. Ranging back, is he going to be able to get there? No, he's not. It's going to get down and off the wall. Theodore holds up at second, and it's another hit for the center fielder. That brings up Braden Trissel.
11 of his last 12 games have been multi-hit games.
The shortstop.
He has been
Ridiculous,
on a tear for Webster.
to say the least. Man, oh man. Trissel early with a runner in scoring position. Flashes bunt. The pitch is inside and almost gets him. Camden Smith playing shallow. See if Trissel still tries to go for the bunt. He does. He flashes it, but it's fouled back. Theodore with almost no lead on second. 1-1, beautifully placed, but it is just going to roll foul. The 1-2 from Williams is going to be tipped just barely off the bat of Trissel. Staying alive there. Another 1-2. That one smoked out towards right field, ranging under and making. Looks like he dropped it. It's hard to tell with the setting sun there in right field, but it looked like Fitzpatrick may have missed the catch there.
Yeah, it looked like it popped out of his glove. Or no, it was called out. And they're trying to argue that Theodore left second early, which I thought he did when the catch was made. So he did. It was a catch out there. Theodore tagging up from second. An awkward play as umpires will convene with the Eureka coaching staff. I mean, you watch that back, see it for yourself. I do believe Theodore left early.
So it looks like they're going to rule that Theodore will be safe at third. Trissel did fly out. And that brings up Adam Mosier.
Number 9, Adam Mosier.
Mosier, the reigning SLIAC Player of the Week. A couple hit-by pitches in Game 1 today. Had 2 in 1 inning, actually, in that first inning. Don't see that one very often. Quickly down 0-2 in the count. Williams has done a pretty good job so far of limiting the damage that the Gorlak's offense has been able to produce. And a big swing and a miss there. But it looks like Mosier made contact with the ball. But he stays alive. Still an 0-2 count. That one smoked out towards center field. That ball is off the wall. Mosier's going for 3. The throw. In time. Mosier tried extending that RBI double to 3 bags, but gets gunned down in
Now
process.
batting, number 13, Dalton Groves.
The run will still score, and the Gorlaks do have a 1-run lead now. And Dalton Groves will be the next batter up.
It's a perfect relay from Company and Zimmerman. Gorlaks have been taking some aggressive turns all afternoon, so good heads up to keep their head on a swivel.
First pitch from Williams bounces about 5 feet in front of the plate. The 1-0. Line drive, and it's going to find its way into left field for a base knock. Perfectly splitting the gap there between Smith and Zimmerman. And that'll bring up Nick Wroblewski.
Now batting, the catcher, number 8, Nick Wrobluski.
Wrobluski had a rough game in game 1. Looking to bounce back here. First pitch he sees is going to find its way in for strike 1. One big miss. Williams 1 strike away from limiting the damage. The 0-2. And there's strike 3. Wrobluski frozen on that one, and that'll end things here in the bottom of the first. The Gorlocks do get 1 across. They take the lead 1-0. Grant Hackney, the leadoff man for the Red Devils here in the top of the second. Armbruster, clean 1-2-3 frame. First pitch to Hackney is in there, swing and a miss. Hackney in game 1 had a home run off of Colin Johnson. First pitch swinging over the right field wall. Now quickly down 0-2. Here's the pitch. And there's strike 3. A 3-pitch out for Colt Armbruster. I'll lead things off in the second. And that'll bring up Durrell Wesley.
It's so interesting coming into this season. You know, the Gorlocks pitching staff was the best in the conference by a wide margin. And, you know, we could have guessed that either Greifeld or Carter Hunt would have been the number 1 starter of the in-conference play, or the best starter in conference play. But so far, it's been Colt Armbruster. He's been excellent.
Oh, my goodness. Theodore lost it in the lights. Wesley's around third. They're going to hold him up. James Theodore had no idea where that ball was. And it's going to allow a runner just to be 90 feet away for the Red Devils.
It sounded like the Eureka bench knew right away, too, that he had no idea where it was. Telling Wesley to stay on his horse, and he did just that.
Wesley able to take full advantage. Pretty fast guy. Now Josh Friendon, the next batter up. Gorlock defense trying to prevent a bunt. First pitch skied high, and it's going to head out of play.
I mean, as I was saying, Armbruster has been excellent in conference play. Came into this one 16 2/3 innings to the tune of a 2.7 ERA, 17 strikeouts. Also taking home Slack Pitcher of the Week honors just a few weeks ago. Recording double-digit punch-outs in one matchup. And again, could have thought Hunt or Greifeld or even Eli would be the main man in conference play, but couldn't have guessed this.
Yeah. Still have all three of those arms that you mentioned, though. Eli, Carter Hunt, and Ryan Greifeld, all still pitching fantastic for Webster. Just having a new face in the rotation. Him ended up being the best pitcher so far.
Yeah, certainly making a push for first team all-conference.
The 2-2 pitch. A little short line drive. Checked his swing a little bit. Heads into the Red Devil bullpen. Once more. A little bloop into the infield. Trissel calling off everyone and making the play. So now 2 down for Eureka, and Camden Smith will get his first chance of this one. Camden Smith in game 1 made a couple of fantastic plays at the hot corner. First pitch fouled back. That one curling its way in. Armbruster just one strike away from escaping the jam. Here's the pitch. Smith thought about going around, just barely outside. Now 1-2. That one hit out towards right field. It's back at the wall, and it's gone. Camden Smith, a 2-run homer, and the Red Devils have taken their first lead of today. It's 2-1.
Right fielder, number 6, Connor Fitzpatrick.
Connor Fitzpatrick, the next man up for Eureka. Now with a little bit of cushions, he has the lead. Fitzpatrick, first pitch, flashing bunt. And that one's lined into the gap. That's going to be a base knock for Fitzpatrick. He's going for 2, though. The throw in from Mosier is going to be dropped on the tag attempt by Talon Hutchings.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 20, Montrez West.
Montrez West getting his first at-bat of the game. First pitch in there for a strike. A 1 chopper just over the head of Armbruster. Great play. Trissel over to first in time. A great scoop from Braden Trissel will end things here in the top of the second, but not before Eureka gets a 2-run home run off the hands of Camden Smith. They keep the lead going bottom 2. Reed Hippis, the leadoff man for the Gorlocks here in the bottom of the second. First time trailing today. And the first pitch is going to be lined in the left for a base hit. Good job there from Hippis. Taking the first pitch. Into left field for a base knock, and Ethan Wielt will now be up. First pitch to him is hit out towards right field. It's going back, but it just curves foul.
It looked like it was in the exact same spot as Smith's homer in the top of the frame. Just a few feet right of the pole.
It just ended up like Nick Wroblewski's hit
Yes,
from the
that's
last
exactly
game.
what I was
Exact
thinking,
same
too.
spot.
Yeah.
The 0-1. Freezes, but just able to hold off. The 1-1 from Williams. It's going to hit him. Wheel gets plunked right in the back of the leg. Now 2 will be on, nobody out for Talon Hutchings.
Now batting, number 0, Talon Hutchings.
Hutchings with the chance to get the Gorlocks back tied or even more. He's going to flash bunt, but the pitch goes past him. Both runners are going to advance. And now 2 in scoring position, nobody out for the Locks. We saw a lot of pass balls, especially in Game 1 with the starter for Eureka, Connor Metz. Nate Cooley did a fantastic job behind the plate of blocking most of them. We still saw a few as Hutchings a hard grounder past Williams. A diving play there by Zimmerman, but no throw made, and that's going to score the tying run. And now runners on the corners, still nobody out for Ryan Hartz.
Number 27, Ryan Hartz.
Yeah, it was an excellent play at short. Zimmerman could only gobble it with Hutchings racing down the line, but likely prevented Wielt from scoring there.
Now Hartz flashes bunt. Not going to be able to pull back in time. A little bit of a squeeze play here. A 1 dropped right in front of the first baseman. The run does score, but the tag is made. So an effective squeeze from Ryan Hartz gives the Gorlocks back the lead, now 3-2. And James Theodore gets another chance at the plate.
Number 11, James Theodore.
Theodore on one of the biggest hot streaks I've seen here at my time at Webster. That one, great snag from Smith. The throw back to second. Not in time. They said that Darrell Wesley was off the bag. The throw beat Talon Hutchings back to second. But the inning is going to continue.
It's an unfortunate break for Theodore. That had double written all over it going to that left field line, but an excellent play at third. Him and Smith. It's a black hole over there.
So now Braden Trissell
Braden Trissell.
will be the one to try and give the Gorlocks another run. First pitch fouled back. The 0-1. Big swing and a miss there. Looked like Trissell tried to hit one out of Arsenal BG there. Quickly an 0-2 count. Braden Williams trying to get out of some trouble. That one curves, just misses the zone. Williams thought that he had strike three there. One-two just misses once more.
The Red Devils bench has been itching to get out of this inning. Twice now they've jumped out thinking it was over.
2-2, breaking ball, and now they can come out of the dugout. A great pitch from Braden Williams will end things here in the bottom of the second, but not before the Gorlocks reclaim the lead. It's 3-2 Webster. Andrew Zimmerman will be the one to lead things off for the Red Devils. And a couple of lead changes here in this one. Webster currently up 3-2. Armbruce back out for his third inning of work. So far, given up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, had 2 strikeouts. Has not walked anyone yet. That one is smoked foul. Zimmerman struck out in his first at-bat today, the 1-1. High and in. Two one off the end of the bat, and it's going to find its way into right. That ball had some spin on it, heading into right, falling right in front of Mosier. Now a Noah Company will have a runner on for his second at-bat today. First pitch, just a little bit high. A little bit outside with that one, 2-0 the count. Trying to hold Zimmerman at first. Had one on the ground out towards second. Hutchings to Trissel. No throw over to first. As Company was blazing down the line. The Gorlocks were able to get the lead runner, and now Griffin Klein will be the next man up for the Red Devils.
32, Griffin Klein.
'Company fakes the takeoff, and it's a wild pitch from Armbruster. So a little bit of trickery on the base paths potentially influenced that one. And now the Red Devils have another man in scoring position. Well, no, big hack there from Klein. One blazes its way in for a strike. The 1-2 to Klein. Skied high out towards shallow left field. Trissel will be the one to make the play. Now 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 40, Grant Hackney.
Grant Hackney gets his second at-bat of the game. Struck out in at-bat number 1. Now looking to bring in the tying run. First pitch to him, just a little high. One 0 outside. Two 0 on the ground, out towards first. Wheel with a nice play, but can't find it in transition to throw home. Is not in time. A great job by Noah Company with some silky base running And the Red Devils had tied things up.
Second baseman, number 4, Jewel Wesley.
Wilt made a fantastic grab. But on the transition to try and throw over to Armbruster, who was covering first, lost his grip and allowed the run to score. Now Durrell Wesley, the next man up for Eureka. Chop foul.
And Company had no plans of slowing down either. He rounded third right as the ball was gloved. So whether he threw to first or bobbled it, there was going to be a play at the plate, and it works out for the Red Devils.
0-1, fouled off. Smacked off of the light pole and left. Now quickly 0-2 for the Red Devils second baseman. Here it is. That one in the dirt, going to get away from Wroblewski. And that'll advance the runner another 90 feet. Umpire trying to get all the Red Devil players back in the bench. Now play going to resume. The 1-2. Foul tipped.
Yeah, the bench certainly more excited than they were in the first game, and for good reason. Tie ball game in the third against a team that you've historically not been good against, and could mention BK 50-0 against Eureka. I'm sure the Red Devils would love to get one on the board.
Pickoff attempt, but Hackney back in plenty of time. We talked a little bit about it earlier, but 50-0 against a team is something that's unheard of in baseball. You mentioned that baseball is so random with teams that have no business beating other teams, end up winning games and breaking streaks like that. It's just fascinating that it's gotten to 50 games. Another pickoff attempt, throw down, not in time. Two from Armbruster. Strike three. Armbruster able to get out of things before they get ugly. Eureka will tie things up. Score sits 3-3 heading to the bottom of the third. Adam Mosier will be the one to lead things off for Webster. Flashes bunt, but the first pitch is high and inside and almost clips him. Braden Williams still in for Eureka. So far, 3 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs. Struck out 2 and has not walked any. Something you rarely see, at least through 3 full innings, is there's been no walks. No hit by pitches, no 4-pitch walks. Now Mosier in a 1-2 count. That one just high. Two Mosier skies it into shallow center. Zimmerman ranging back, and he will make the catch. Dalton Grove's the next man up for the Gorlocks. And what a fantastic season that he's had so far this year. Currently hitting .382, 2 homers, 17 ribbies. First pitch in there for a ball. One 0 outside. Breaking ball just finds its way in. Two one chopped out towards first. Underhand throw over to Williams in time. A great play there by Frendon. Backpedaling about 3 or 4 steps. Make sure that he got to a position where the bounce was going to meet his glove just right. And got the out at first. Now Nick Wroblewski, nobody on, 2 outs for him. Struck out in his first at-bat.
And this is a chance for the Red Devils to get their first 0 spot against the Gorlocks starting lineup, as gave up 13 runs in those first 2 innings, an 8 spot and a 5 spot, and then the new 9 came in the 3rd. So they've only been out there for 4 innings here in the 5th, threatening to score 0.
One. Wroblewski hits it deep out towards center field, ranging back at the wall, and it's going to bounce over. It's going to be a ground rule double for Nick Wroblewski. Noah Company just barely missed that one. It looked like that was sure to be out number 3. Instead, Webster has a great chance. Reed Hippis, man at second.
While the Gorlocks haven't hit any homers today, they've hit some really deep fly balls to center that have gone for doubles. That being one of them.
That one smoked towards the Gorlock bullpen. Reed Hippis had one of those in game 1. Just inched its way over the right field wall. The 0-1. Ground ball out towards second. Wesley can't field it clean, either throw to first. In time! Just barely able to get Hippis at first after the bobble. And that is the first 0 spot from the starting 9 of the Gorlocks today. Score still tied up 3-3. Josh Friendon will be the leadoff man for the Red Devils, here to kick things off in the bottom of the fourth. Armbru's still on the mound as first pitch has Friendon on one knee as he swings and misses.
It's the first time they've come into an inning that wasn't the first in a tied ball game. So I'm sure the Eureka bench, as they have been so far in this game, will continue to get even louder.
1-1 skied into foul territory. And a great catch by Hippis. That one hit miles high.
Third baseman, number 13.
So a quick first out for the Red Devils. That brings up Camden Smith. Smith had that two-run homer in the second. First pitch, breaking ball, finds its way in. That one misses in. Smith's first homer of the year. One fouled back. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Camden Smith goes down swinging.
Now batting, number 6.
Quick 2 outs for the Gorlocks. Bringing up Connor Fitzpatrick. First pitch bounces before it gets to home plate. One-zero, just missing. Hip is playing in case of a bunt. The rest of the infield playing very deep. Quickly 3-0 the count to the Red Devil right fielder. That one in there. Strike one. Another strike, so from 3-0 to 3-2. Armbru's looking to try and get through this one unscathed. Here it is. That one fouled off over towards the team store. Another 3-2 pitch. Line drive out towards the Gorlock bullpen and over their heads, foul territory. Normally we see the Gorlock bullpen scramble whenever they have a ball hit towards them in any shape or fashion. At that time, not a single person moved. 3-2, strike three! Fitzpatrick sat down. And Armbru's making quick work of the Red Devils here in the top of the fourth. Things are still all tied up, 3-3. Ethan Wheelt, the leadoff man for the Gorlocks, heading into the bottom of the fourth. Braden Williams still in this one for Eureka. Wheeled extremely close to a home run in his first at-bat. Time called. It's going to be a pitch clock violation on Williams. A quick pitch there in response.
It's very funny. I see about 7 or 8 guys who are on the field for the Red Devils dugout. And, we saw earlier that the umpire was saying they need to get back out there as the ground ball, throw to first, tag in time. Talked about earlier, the umpire said, hey, everyone back in the dugout. But I don't think they're able to with how many players are there.
No.
I'm not blaming them. I think it's, that's a need to have all those guys out there.
Well, Kellen, we got a roster sheet when we got here to the press box today, and it is 3 pages completely
Small
filled
font,
with names.
6-point font, everything.
I believe the count from earlier was 68 names on the Eureka baseball roster.
And there's nobody, absolutely nobody in the bullpen.
We have numbers 1 through 53, or 1 through 50 completely filled out for Eureka.
And that doesn't even include the pitching staff or
It doesn't.
any of the staff for that matter. So like I said, I'm not blaming them for being out there because it's almost like a clown car. It's a clown dugout.
Clown dugout. I mean, we think that Webster has a good amount of players on their roster, but Eureka probably has almost double.
We saw the same thing with Greenville, though. Greenville was the same way.
Hutchings has worked his way to a 3-2 count. Big swing and a miss. Missing the tag, got to throw down to first, and it gets away. So, one of the weirdest ways to reach base we've seen.
Yeah, and he's arguing that he tripped over the bat. Klein tripped over the bat trying to gun him down at first.
The bat almost went out to the pitcher's mound, but Klein, I don't believe, was near it. There is going to be some discussion.
Klein tripped over it. That's how it rolled out over there when he was going out to make the play. They'll call him safe. Not sure exactly where the bat landed initially, but he kicked it towards the mound, and that's the argument from the Red Devils coaching staff. So Gorlocks get a bit of a break there.
That's going to allow Hutchings to reach safely despite the strikeout. And Ryan Hart's up for his second at-bat of the day. Pickoff attempt trying to get Hutchins sleeping. Just not in time. (1-0). Skied out towards right field. Getting under it is Fitzpatrick, and he will make the play. So not enough juice on it for Hearts. That brings up James Theodore.
Number 11, James Theodore.
Kellen, you said 11 of his past 12 games have been multi-hit games. He's sitting at 1 for 2. Still got plenty of chances to make it 12 for 13, but first pitch in the dirt. Fake back pick from Klein. (1-0) off the glove of Williams. Theodore racing down the line, and he beats the throw. Just James Theodore showing off that amazing speed. The third time he's gotten an infield single today.
Shortstop, number 40, Brady Trissel.
Braden Trissel. Another good opportunity for the Gorlocks to try and reclaim the lead. A couple of fast base runners on right now. Hutchings at second, Theodore at first. It's going to get away from Klein, and both runners are going to advance without any problems. So now a great opportunity to drive in some runs for Trissel. The 0-1, it's going to be a line drive. Fair ball! A crazy bounce out of the bullpen and right. Both runs score, and Braden Trissel reclaims the lead for Webster. It's 5-3.
Now batting, number 9, Adam Mosier.
That ball just barely stayed fair. And judging by the reaction of Josh Frendon, he believes that it landed foul. His argument falling on deaf ears. His first pitch to Mosier is down low.
Yeah, I completely get the frustration from the Red Devils, and there's been a lot of close calls made today, and it seems like almost all of them have gone the Gorlocks' way.
1-0 breaking ball into left for a base hit. BK sending the runner. The throw in is going to be cut off. Adam Mosier gets himself an RBI knock, and the Gorlocks extend their lead. It's now 6-3.
Now batting for the Gorlocks, the designated hitter, number 13, Dalton Grove.
Gorlocks have had a few chances with runners in scoring position today, and they've been able to string together a couple runs here in the fourth. They're hoping that it'll be enough to keep the lead. It's a wild pitch to throw down. Williams thought that the throw was going back to him and almost got a glove on it. But a good job there.
Almost hit him in the head. Yeah,
did.
Dodged that one. And it was a delayed steal as well from Mosier, so I think that's why the confusion happened there.
Nonetheless, Webster, another runner in scoring position, as Grove's going to hit a deep fly ball foul. One pitch misses. Two one hit out deep right center. It's back, but the wind is going to keep it in. Fitzpatrick will glove it, and that will be the end of things here in the bottom of the fourth. The Gorlocks able to put up a crooked number. It's now 6-3 Webster. Montrez West will be the one to lead things off for the Red Devils here in the start of the 5th. Still no action in either bullpen. Both pitchers done relatively good so far up to this point. Of course, a 3 spot for the Gorlocks in the bottom of the 4th. Might see something soon out of the Red Devil bullpen. But Armbruster been able to calm things down after a rough inning in the 2nd. Hit pitch charges in to throw down first. Not in time. Don't normally see a slide going into first base, but it worked perfectly for West there.
Shortstop, number 15.
Andrew Zimmerman got a chance with a runner on. First pitch, breaking ball just missing. Here's the 1-0. Smoked out towards center field. Theodore arranging him in and making the catch.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 16, Noah Company.
Noah Company, the next man up for Eureka. West on first with a big lead. First pitch on the outside part of the plate for a strike. Armbruster checking back over. Pickoff attempt. West just gets back in time. Good move there from Armbruster trying to get the runner at first. 0-1 pitch. It's going to be a pitch out. No movement there from West. Here's the 1-1. West will take off. The throw down from Wroblewski is going to pop out of the glove of Trissel. The throw got West. Saw the umpire start to make the out call, then saw the ball popped out. Now Company facing a 1-2 count. Left side of the infield playing very deep. Here's the pitch. Line drive, and it's gonna be fair. Off the front side of the Gorlock bullpen, West will score. Company makes his way to second base, and it's an RBI double for Noah Company.
Now batting, number 32, Griffin Klein.
Griffin Klein, the next man up for the Red Devils. First pitch in there for strike one. Oh, one from Armbruster. Just missing high. Another one missing low. Been talking about Eureka's bench. They've been fired up for this whole game, really. Been very vocal after every pitch, every at-bat. A 2-1. Chopped foul down the line. The 2-2. Checks his swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Klein tries to hold back his swing, but just barely is not able to. And Armbruster finally able to get the second out of the inning. Brings up Grant Hackney. Ground ball over to Hippus at third. Gonna have to make a hard throw. The throw was wheeled off the bag. He was. Ethan Wheelt just barely comes off the bag. Man, that was a close play. Now Durrell Wesley. Back up once more for the Red Devils. There's pitch out. Trying to see if there's any movement there from Hackney. Company still on third. One-0. Big swing and a miss. Hackney fakes taking off. And Wesley with another big swing and a miss. Armbruster just one strike away from getting out of this one. The 1-2. Missing low. Two from Armbruster. Just missing. The ball just a little bit too high. Now Wesley's worked him way into a full count. Hackney will be taken off with the pitch. Here it is. Inside, ball 4. Armbruster unable to corral Wesley. Now the bases will be juiced for Josh Frendon. Gonna have a pitching visit here with Armbruster. So we're gonna have an arm start warming up in the bullpen for Webster. Armbruster going to be trusted to get himself out of this jam. Frendon 0 for 2 so far in this one. All the Gorlock infield playing very deep. First pitch inside. One zero, skied high into shallow infield. Tristle's going to be under it. And it pops out of his glove! Braden Tristle losing it in the lights. 2 runs come across, and Eureka has tied it. I cannot believe it.
It's the second time Gorlock has lost something in this night sky. Talked about they don't often play these night games at Arsenal VG Ballpark. A costly, costly error.
Now Camden Smith back for his 3rd time up. Breaking ball just missing inside. The 1-0. That one in its way for a strike. Yeah, conference between third base coach and Camden Smith. And play gets back underway. The 1-1. Big hack from Smith. Armbruster once again 1 strike away. Runner taking off. They're trying to do a little bit of trickery here. Trying to get Armbruster to throw it over. And Frendon basically takes a free base. Trying to get in the head of Armbruster. The 1-2. Just barely able to hold back is Smith. Now Armbruster, the 2-2. Did he check his swing in time? No, he did not. Camden Smith disagrees with that one, but nonetheless, the Gorlocks finally get out of the top of the frame, but not before allowing Eureka to score 3 and tie things up. It's 6-6. Nick Wroblewski, the one to lead things off for the Gorloks here in the bottom of the 5th. The Red Devils have done a great job of keeping things close with Webster. Wroblewski's just barely going to get a piece of it. Wroblewski in his last at bat had that ground rule double out towards deep right center. Little slow ground ball over to Zimmerman, trying to make a Jeter-esque throw, but not in time.
Now batting, number 19.
It looks like Wroblewski's coming up tender. He might have hurt his leg. BK they're going to check on Wroblewski. Looks like he is going to be coming out of the game. We're going to have a pinch runner, and it's going to be Jonah Taylor. We wish all the best for Wroblewski, able to walk off the field under his own power.
Yeah, that's definitely not a guy you want to see go out. I mean, it's likely been one of, if not the best hitters for the Gorloks in conference play.
And first pitch is going to hit Hippis. So immediately 2 on, nobody out for Webster.
We'll also see what Coach BK decides to do with the fielding situation. I know Jonah Taylor out there pinch running. Dalton Groves caught game 1. So not sure if they're going to bring in possibly Noah Jensen to catch the rest of the game, or if they put Groves back in, move him to the outfield, put someone on the infield. It's a tough call.
Could also see Cal Tyner possibly make an appearance behind the dish.
That's also true.
So we will have a mound visit here.
But like you said, it's good to see him walk off on his own. Hopefully just a cramp.
We hope for the best. Now Ethan Wielt
Now batting, number 30, Ethan Wielt.
be the one to step into things and try and reclaim the lead once more for Webster. One of the better situations the Gorloks have faced all game. Wielt flashes bunt and lays a perfect one down. The throw from Smith is going to be awry, and it's going to go into foul territory. Taylor is going to score, and Reed Hippis advances the third. The Gorloks do, in fact, reclaim the lead. And it looks like that will be the end of the day for Braden Williams. So he is giving up 10 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned, 3 strikeouts, no walks. And we will be right back after the pitching change for Eureka. after the pitching change for Eureka, Trevor Kinder will be the new arm on the mound, facing Talon Hutchings. We're going to have a potential double steal attempt. Wheel's going to make his way over to second. And Hutchings now. Wonder what the delay is here. Back underway, Hutchings does not pull back his bunt in time. Breaking ball high. The 1-1 almost hits Hutchings. Two 2-1 from Kinder. Breaking ball finds its way into the gap. That's going to score 2. Hutchings thinks about second, but held up at first. It's a 2 RBI single for Talon Hutchings. Gorlocks once again put up a 3 spot.
The left fielder, Ryan Hartz.
9-6 now the lead for Webster. Ryan Hartz now up once again. First pitch fouled off.
Really, Eureka has to keep up the hitting like they have in the previous few innings to even have a chance in this one. You think about it, over 6 innings, they've given up 22 runs to the Gorlocks starting 9. Let's see. Were subbed out in the third of the last game after scoring 13 in the first 2. And then without getting an out in the 5th, already scored 9 in this one.
Just shows the amount of talent that this Gorlocks starting lineup has. There's not a single weak spot in it.
No.
1 through 9, all fantastic hitters, fantastic fielders. Now Hartz facing a 2-1 count. Pickoff attempt by Kinder will not be in time.
Yeah, both teams have had their struggles with the errors today. A few also not going in the scorebook as an error.
Breaking ball misses high. Now hitters counts for Hartz.
4 each in that category for both squads between the 2 games.
Kinder checking on Hutchings. Now the 3-1 in the dirt for ball 4.
That's been another issue, the walks. All throughout today. It looks like we'll have a pitching change.
Kinder's day quickly comes to an end as we will have once more another pitching change for the Red Devils. We will be right back. James Theodore will be the first batter that Nolan Hudson faces here in this one. And it's a precarious situation to come into. First and second, nobody out. Corner's playing in on Theodore. He will flash the bunt, and he gets it down perfectly. The throw will not come home, and the bases are now juiced for Braden Trissel.
Death, taxes, and infield singles for James Theodore.
That's number 4 on the day.
Number 40, Braden Trissel.
A bases juiced opportunity for the freshman. First pitch in there for strike 1. That one almost gets a piece of him. Hudson almost walking in a runner. Trissel once more gets set. 1-1 pitch way outside. A good job there by Klein to get a glove on it. Trissel's going to get it down in the right field. 1 run scores. Hartz is going to be held up at third. But nonetheless, another run coming across for the Gorlocks. It's now 10-6.
Now batting for the Gorlocks, number 9, Adam Mosier.
Adam Mosier, another man you don't want to see up in this type of situation if you're the Red Devils. One of the most dangerous hitters in the SLIAC. First pitch, big swing and miss. Infield still playing in a little shallow. Breaking ball missing high. That one just a little low.
Hudson, just a freshman, has appeared in quite a few games this season. 15 1/3 innings pitched.
And that hits Mosier.
Man, I was just about to say an issue for him has been the free passes. 14 walks and gives up another run on a hit by a pitch.
It's the 3rd time today Adam Mosier's been plunked by a pitch. It's a very inopportune situation now. Already given up 5 in the inning, no outs, and the bases are juiced for one of the most dangerous hitters in the SLIAC, Dalton Groves. First pitch smoked out towards the Red Devil bullpen. That one will find its way in. Groves quickly down 0-2 in the count. Hudson gets set, the pitch. Outside. Good eye there by the DH for the Gorlocks. A 1-2. Missing low. Two Groves deep out to right field. Ranging under it. Fitzpatrick will make the catch. Runners from second and third advance 90 feet. It's another run for the Gorlocks, now 12-6.
That's what he does so well. On the season, Groves has struck out just 5 times. He's one of the, if you have bases loaded, no one out, or in any sacrifice situation with a man on third, Groves is the man you want up to the plate. He just doesn't strike out.
That's a valuable tool set, especially in situations like we just seen. Now Andrew Zanakis will be the one to take Nick Wroblewski's spot in the lineup. Still to be seen what's going to be happening defensively. First pitch, Zanakis is going to foul this one off. Looks like it about went where my car is parked, so we'll have to assess potential damage after the game. Runner is going to go. The throw down, not in time to get Mosier. Beautiful slide in there. It's just a little bit too much of a rainbow from Klein.
Zanakis didn't have a lot of opportunities last season, but I'll tell you, in the championship match against MUW, hit one well over the right field wall for a homer, helping secure the Slag tournament for Webster. So we know he's got the power. Let's see if he can do something with it.
The 1-2 outside. Zanakis fouls this one back behind the plate. Good job from Zanakis to keep fighting. The 2-2 chopped on the ground, but it will roll just foul. That one high and outside. Zanakis has worked his way to a full count. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball. Zanakis is not going down without a fight. Another 3-2. That one's high, ball 4. What a battle from Andrew Zanakis. And the bases are juiced once more for the Gorlocks. This time Reed Hippis will be the one at the plate.
Reed Hippis.
First pitch missing the zone. Big swing there from Hippis. That one will find its way in. Quickly 1-2 the count. The pitch from Hudson. Missing low and in the dirt. Foul tipped. Good job from Hippis to keep a piece on it. Another 2-2 from Hudson. This one way out. Once more the 3-2. Chopped on the ground out towards Smith. Stepping on third. Throw over to first. Is in time. A great play there. A 5-3 double play to end things, but not before the Gorlocks put up another crooked number. It's 12-6. Webster. Connor Fitzpatrick, the leadoff man for Eureka here, heading into the top of the sixth. Webster does have a new pitcher on the mound, Wes Carter. Carter's been one of the most reliable, if not the most reliable pitcher in the Gorlocks bullpen so far this season. The 0-1, chopped on the ground. Out towards second, Hutchings ranges in, makes the throw over, almost misses Wielt, but it will be the first out.
I mean, just on numbers alone, Carter has just been excellent this year. If he pitches at least 2 innings in this game, then that means he'll be back to a qualified spot. And with a sub-1 ERA that dominates the next closest ERA, Cameron Rayborn, of Spalding with a 2.80 ERA. So
First pitch is
tends
going
to
to
do
be.
that too.
Yeah. Few of those is Montrez West gets plunked on the first pitch he sees from Carter.
Well, we talked about that too in previous games. If there's been one spot that hasn't been bright for West, it's been the hit by pitches. But still, he's been able to get himself out of any jams he puts himself in. But that's not too many in the first place, as he only has a .91 whip, which is a good indicator of just how many base runners he's giving up. Giving up less than one base runner an inning. You won't find many other slag pitchers that can put up those kinds of numbers.
It's been a stark contrast from last season. Wes Carter barely getting any time on the mound, and now being one of the most reliable arms, not just on the Webster squad, in the SLIAC in general.
Yeah. I mean, I said sub ERA .99. That's still true in conference play. That was his overall numbers. In conference play, it's even better. .52 ERA over 17 and 1/3 innings pitched.
Absolutely crazy numbers. One-two pitch to Zimmerman. Just missing out. Carter checks on West at first. He does go, but it's going to be blooped out towards left field. Hartz gets under it in enough time. That'll be the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 16, Noah Company.
Noah Company gets another chance to bat here with the runner on first. First pitch from Carter. In there, strike one. A one fouled off on a line. Almost works its way into the Gorlock dugout there. Now quickly 0-2 the count. Carter looking to make quick work of the inning. Here it is. Blooped out just in between the team store and the entrance gate. Another 0-2. High chopper out towards Wielt. He's just going to tag Company, and that will end it. Company takes a tumble as we head here to the bottom of the sixth. Eureka gets nothing across. Gorlock still lead 12-6. Ethan Wheat, the leadoff man for the Webster Gorlocks here in the bottom of the 6th. Olin Hudson still on the mound. First pitch going to be high. Wheel 0 for 2 in this one. 1-0 pitch also missing high. Hard grounder out towards second. Clean glove there by Wesley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting for Webster, the second baseman.
Talon
number 0,
Hutchings.
Talon Hutchings.
Get another chance here to hit. 2 for 3. 3 RBIs on the game for him. Been a great performance here in game 2. He will flash bunt, but will be just missing the zone. That one just about in the same spot, but this time a strike. The 1-1, way outside. Almost on the other side of the left-handed batter's box. Two one big swing and a miss from Hutchings. Two pitch missing once more outside. Now Talon Hutchings works his way into a full count. The wind in the pitch. Big swing and a miss, strike 3. Hudson gets his first K of his appearance. Over 40 pitches in. Now Ryan Hartz gets another chance to hit. Breaking ball. This is high. That one just missing the zone. Once more missing the zone. Now Hart's in a very favorable count. Pitch from Hudson. Works its way in for strike 1. Three one to Hartz. Skied high. Out towards second. The wind brings it back in, and it's a great play there by Josh Frenzen to end the inning. So nothing coming across for Webster. They still lead by 6. It's 12-6. Griffin Klein, the first one up here in the top of the 7th for Eureka. Wes Carter still on the mound. Oh no, miss. No, strike one. Looked like it was just a little bit further outside. That one popping out of the glove of Groves. Two one from Carter. Fouled off. A 2-2. Chopped on the ground past Carter. Trissel ranging in. Throws in. Just in time. A great play there by Braden Trissel to get Griffin Klein by about a step and a half at first.
40, the designated hitter, Grant Hackney.
Grant Hackney up once more for the Red Devils. Not having as great of a game one or a great game two as he did game one. 0 for 3 with a strikeout in this one. One 0. This is outside. That one in there, strike one. That one just finding the outside part of the plate. Hackney thought that was ball 3. Two-two pitch from Carter. Another chopper past Carter. Trissel with another great play. Throw over to Wield in time. Two very similar plays and two very similar outs for the Gorlocks. Now Durrell Wesley up once more. First pitch in there, strike one. Oh, one misses low. One fouled back and into the parking lot. Carter looking to get out of this inning unscathed. The 1-2. Hit out towards shallow left field, ranging over into foul territory is Hippis. And that'll end things here in the top of the 7th. Nothing going for the Red Devils. Score still sits 12-6 Webster. James Theodore will be the one to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to him outside. Nolan Hudson still in things here for the Red Devils. 1-0 in there for strike one. A little bit of action in both bullpens. 1-1 skied out towards right, but it will head just foul.
See if the Red Devils have any answer for James Theodore. He's reached safely all but in one at-bat today, and that one came off a liner that was caught by the third baseman Camden Smith above his head, saving some extra bases.
The 1-2 on the ground out towards Wesley at second. Throw over and plenty time to get Theodore for the first out of the inning. So the answer is yes, they were able to find a way.
Now batting.
That brings Braden Trissel back up.
Number 40, Braden Trissel.
It's still just like the last doubleheader he played it on Tuesday, 5 for 7, adding a walk on top of that in game one.
First pitch breaking ball missing out. One-0 flashing bunt. And he was able to pull it back just in time. Misses low, and Trissel quickly in a 3-0 count. Pitch from Hudson is in there. Three-one to Trissel. In there once more. Battling back from 3-0 to 3-2. Hudson wants to prevent Trissel from reaching here. The full count pitch. Just barely getting a piece of his bat on it. Staying alive is Trissel. That one, ball four, missing low. That brings up the Gorlock right fielder, Adam Mosier.
Now batting for the Gorlocks, number 9, Adam Mosier.
Mosier 2 for 3, 3 RBIs in this one. Gonna have to think that Hudson's gonna be keeping a close eye on Trissel at first. First pitch, big swing and a miss there from Mosier. Oh, 1 pickoff attempt. Not in time.
Still no homers on the day for the Gorlocks. I'd love to see some fireworks.
Well, if we had the budget for fireworks, that'd be awesome. But
Figure of speech.
metaphorically,
But yes, I do agree with you, though. I do agree with you.
that one missing outside. We need to find a little bit of budget for maybe some walk-off fireworks. How about that?
That'd be good.
I'd love that. Hudson taking his time, making sure Trissel stays close to first. The 1-1 in the dirt. 2-1. Throw down is not going to be there. Going to pop out of the glove. Mosier gets in the way of Klein there. Well, looks like there's going to be no arguments. Now a 2-2 count from Mosier. Pitch from Hudson. Missing just barely outside. Now Mosier facing a full count. Here it is. Swing, line drive, and it's going to get past the glove of Zimmerman. That'll be an RBI base hit for Mosier, his 4th RBI of the game. It's now 13-6 Webster.
Now batting for Webster, the designated hitter, number 13, Dalton Groves.
First pitch missing low for Groves. Hudson will take time to step off the mound. The 1-0. Just missing inside. Another ball thrown from Hudson. Quickly 3-0 for Groves. Pitch in there for a strike. Three 1 misses low. And Groves will take his base. So Matthew Lanier will be the one to step into the spot that was held by Nick Wroblewski. Looks like I have another mound visit here for the Red Devils. Lanier does represent the walk-off run. So with Lanier pinch hitting, it looks like that will be the end of the day for Wes Carter.
Now batting for Webster, number 22, Matthew Lanier.
We've seen Lanier hit a big home run for his first collegiate home run. Imagine a second being a walk-off. First pitch in there for a strike. The 0-1 from Hudson. Also in there. Here's the 0-2. Lanier fouls this one off. That one missing low. Mosier on second and Groves on first. Both sneaky speed on the base pass. The 1-2. On the ground out towards short, to short, and it's going to get through. Mosier on his horse all the way home, and he's in. It's an RBI single for Matthew Lanier. And that will be the end of the day for Nolan Hudson. 71 pitches in relief. And we will have a new arm on the mound for the Red Devils. We'll be back. Reed Hippus will be the first Gorlock to face the new pitcher, Emilio Villanueva. The game-winning run is on at first, but Lanier will be replaced by a pinch runner. That's A.J. Simmons. So now Simmons represents the winning run. First pitch in there for a strike. Hippus has done a great job all season making contact. If he can get one out into the outfield, it'd be a great scenario for the Gorlocks. That one smoked out towards center. Ranging over and making the catch is Company. Both runners are going to try to advance the throw. In time to get Simmons. Well, that will do it for the bottom of the seventh. The Gorlocks get two more across. It's 14-6. Josh Friendon, the leadoff man for the Red Devils, as Kendall Horton will replace Wes Carter on the mound. First pitch missing for a ball. One zero. Going to be fouled off of Friendon. I'll take a second to walk it out.
We talked about it a bit this season. Kendall Horton, a dual sport athlete here at Webster, transferring from Fontbonne following their closure. Groves caught for him at Fontbonne his freshman season before transferring just a year prior.
1-2 from Horton. Going to be blooped into the outfield for a base hit. Trissel goes full outreach, trying to get that one. It comes up empty.
Yeah, and I think it was a smart bit of hesitation as Hutchings was also going for that ball. But if Hutchings wasn't in the picture, there's a very good chance he could have caught that one with how he's been fielding this afternoon. You know, he missed a pop-up earlier in this game, but after that, he's been excellent at short for Webster.
Now runner on for Camden Smith. First pitch high. Homered earlier in the game. Short lead from Friendon at first. 1-0. Big hack there from Smith. The 1-1. Fouled off. One, two from Horton. High in the zone, but it's going to be smacked out towards the gap. Theodore makes his way to the ball before it hits the wall. But it is going to be a double for Camden Smith.
Right fielder, number 6, Connor Fitzpatrick.
So 2 runners on the corners, nobody out for Connor Fitzpatrick. Eureka trying to claw their way back into this one. Once again, see the shift where Hippis is in while the rest of the infield is playing very deep. Hippis is going to take the out at first. Going to be off the bag, but the tag by Wilt is in plenty of time. Another run will come across, though, for the Red Devils. Now 14-7 Webster.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 20, Montrez West.
Montrez West, the next man up for Eureka. 1 for 2 in the game so far. First pitch on the ground out towards Hippis. He bobbles it. Still collecting plenty of time to get the out at first. Good poise there by Hippis to stay with the ball. Make a clean, solid throw over to Wielt.
Number 15, Andrew Zimmerman.
Now leadoff man Andrew Zimmerman back with his 5th at-bat of the day. He's 1 for 4 with a strikeout. First pitch from Horton. Fouled back. Horton gets set. The 0-1. Chopped on the ground out towards Wielt. He's going to take it to the bag himself, and that will do things here in the top of the 8th. Eureka able to get one across, but nowhere near enough to try and reclaim the lead. Gorlaks still lead 14-7. Ethan Wheelt, the man up for Webster, here to kick things off in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch he sees finds its way into the zone. Villanueva still on the mound for Red Devils. Chopped on the ground. Fair ball. Camden Smith has to make a great throw. The throw not in time. Wheelt just barely able to leg that one out. It was a good effort there over by Frenzen at first.
Now batting, number
And a
0,
great stop by
Talon
Camden Smith. Now Talon Hutchings, man on first, no one out. Gonna flash bunt, but the pitch is inside. Hutchings, did he check his swinging time? No, he did not. One missing, low and out. Smash on the ground, just a little bit foul.
These two teams will play one more game tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
Big swing and a miss there from Hutchings. He's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 27, Ryan Hartz.
Ryan Hart's the next man up for the Gorlaks. First pitch is smashed out towards center. Company making a few steps over and able to corral it for out number 2. James Theodore getting his 6th at-bat of the game. 3 for 5 so far. First pitch on the ground and fair into the Gorlak bullpen. A big bounce off the wall. Theodore's going to have himself a double. Wilt held up at third. Now Braden Trissel will get a chance here.
A reminder, he got subbed out in the 3rd inning of the first game, and he has 6 hits today. 6.
It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Not just Theodore, but the entire Gorlock offense has had today. Right now sitting at a total of 27 runs across the 2 games. Chopped on the ground, but foul. One missing out. Two one. Trissel takes a breaking ball out. Called strike 2. Line drive, but right at the glove of Andrew Zimmerman. And that will end things here in the bottom of the 8th. Eureka has to get 7 runs to keep going in this one. With only 3 outs, it's 14-7 Webster. Noah Company leads things off here in the top of the 9th. Red Devils just 3 more outs until they lose both games of this doubleheader. As Horton gets him to swing through the first pitch. The 0-1 popped out towards left field, but it is going to head foul. The 0-2. Chopped on the ground out towards Trissel. Throw over to Wielt. In time. Just by half a step. Company thought he was safe there. But nonetheless, the first out of the inning. Now Griffin Klein back up once more. Klein did not play in game 1 and has had a just say rough appearance here in game 2, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. First pitch he sees is in there for a strike. The 0-1. Flied out foul towards the team store. The 0-2 from Horton. And there's strike 3. Gavin Klein caps off a abysmal performance today with another strikeout. Now Grant Hackney, the last chance for Eureka. He actually has the same stat line that Griffin Klein had. 0 for 4 with a strikeout. First pitch missing outside for a ball. The 0-1. The 1-0, pardon me, once again misses. Two-0. Way out. Hackney walks on 4 pitches. That brings up Grant Hackney. Sorry, that brings up Darrell Wesley. Hackney was just the hitter. Not used to these late games here at Arsenal BG Ballpark. It's almost my bedtime right now. First pitch. On the ground out towards Hippis. The throw over to first. In time, Gorlocks secure the doubleheader sweep here at Arsenal BG Ballpark. This one by a score of 14-7. Thank you all so much for tuning into this one. My name's Matt Rumping.
I'm Kellen Furmanek.
And join us tomorrow right back here for the third game of this series between the Red Devils and the Gorlocks at 3 p.m.